This video contains spoilers for the game Life is Strange. If you don't want to know, don't watch. My name is Tormental, and I want to explain why I hated Life is Strange. Once, when I was a child, I was nearly killed by a circus clown. But I'll save that story for later on. I am a writer. Some of you may know my written work, where I use the pseudonym Slimebeast. However, this video isn't about being an author. It's not about judging someone else's work inferior to my own by any means. In fact, people usually give me flack for supporting what they would call bad writing. I like to encourage writers to get their work out there, regardless of how well it hangs together, how well it's crafted, or how many typos there are. I never want to discourage a new or growing writer from taking that much-feared step into the public eye. So why do I hate Life is Strange? Why do I think the writers, and by extension the studio itself, are lazy and incompetent? There are a few things I can't forgive when it comes to writing. First, deliberately wasting time. Life is Strange is chock full of a tremendous amount of filler. Not only is dialogue completely pointless in most cases, serving the story in no way whatsoever, but the plot elements are rehashed to the point of repetition. The same disagreements and revelations are discussed multiple times across the span of the game. And again, nothing new is lended to the plot. It's simply parrot speak, recycling for the sake of filling time. How many times can we hear about one's dislike for their step-douche? How many times do we need to hear about how awesome time powers are? Do we really need conversations about previous conversations that were in turn about still other conversations? Second is dishonesty. The main selling point of Life is Strange is that your choices will matter. And, as you may already know, this couldn't be further from the truth. Only one choice matters, and it's at the very end of the entire season. Nothing you do in this game matters, at all. No choice sticks. The most egregious error is that the main character still behaves as if these things will matter, even after she knows she's going to specifically undo the choices and conversations she's currently engaged in. Further, plenty of your choices are false ones. There are many instances where both answers to a question will equate to the exact same result. That's garbage, and that's dishonest. Third, plagiarism. Under the guise of pop culture reference and the almighty homage, Life is Strange outright steals plot points and entire scenes from science fiction movies and television shows. The part where Max tells Chloe everything that will happen in the diner is a fine example. It's ripped directly from Groundhog Day, right down to the dropped kitchenware. It goes further than that, however, as the 5th chapter plows straight into a dream sequence. As unforgivable as a dream sequence is, we'll move past that to the plagiarism. You are presented with only positive answers to Mr. Jefferson, a direct ripoff of Hateful Boyfriend, a game about dating pigeons, where falling in love with your teacher results in the same single inescapable answer of approval. You find yourself traveling the same hallway over and over again as sounds echo from behind doors, a transparent ripoff of Silent Hill PT. You even have to avoid being seen by hiding behind a circle of objects, like a scarecrow challenge from the Arkham series. I could go on, and I'm sure others will. Scenes right down to visuals are stolen from other properties. On top of these 3 issues, which are my main concerns, we are also presented with a lackluster and uninteresting story, and a series of one-dimensional characters so cliched and bland that I almost want to coin the phrase zero-dimensional strictly for this game. People seem to say that even though Chapter 5 was a letdown, and don't get me wrong, neither ending made sense at all, they say that other chapters are at least interesting and fun. Don't Nod made a promise at the beginning that things would matter. A promise that choices were super important, all the way down to watering your houseplant. It actually laid out a prophecy that everything would culminate in a tremendously important result, and it claimed every step we took along the way would somehow affect that catastrophic outcome. They lied. I was never almost killed by a circus clown. That was bullshit. However, the premise at the beginning probably played at least some small part in you watching this video through to the ending. That's what Life is Strange pulled on its customers. A lie, from the outset, that colored your entire experience with the game. Some of us want to enjoy the journey, regardless of the destination. However, I disagree when that trip to Disney World turns out to be a visit to the dentist.